These Sri Lankan chicken buns might be as good as the famous fish buns. So let's make it. I chop up some onions, green chilies and curry leaves. And then into a pot with some coconut oil, some mustard seeds, cumin seeds and a small piece of pandan. Next, I add the onion mixture, a small piece of cinnamon stick and give it a good stir. And next go in the spices. For this, I'm just using turmeric, red chili flakes and some black pepper. I then add my boneless chicken thighs which has been marinating in ginger garlic paste, a bit of chili powder and turmeric powder. Once they're well coated in the spices, I add a little bit of water and bring it to a boil and make sure it's well cooked. Once all the water has evaporated and the chicken is fully cooked, I like to use my potato smasher and mash the chicken up. Once that's done, I add in some boiled Yukon Gold potatoes. I give that a little smash but not too much because I like to have some potato chunks. Now I'm making this while I'm fasting for Iftar and obviously I can taste anything. I add in some salt at different stages of cooking. Mixture is ready, I let it cool to room temperature. Now it's time to work on the bun dough. Into my stand mixer, I add in lukewarm milk and some instant yeast. I give it a few minutes to activate and then I add in the butter, egg, sugar, flour and salt. Let that knead for a few minutes until it comes together to form a smooth dough. Then I form it into a ball and give it a light coating of oil, and I also oil my bowl. I cover it with some cling wrap and let it rest for about an hour or so until the dough has risen. Then I give it a couple of pokes and portion it into 12 pieces using my bench scraper. I then roll them into dough balls, making sure they're smooth on the top and give it a light coating of oil and let it rest for another half an hour. When the time is up, I like to press it down to form a circle. And did you know that an ice cream scoop does more than just scoop ice cream? I like using it to scoop out my filling. And this is how you get the famous Sri Lankan triangle bun shape. Make sure the filling is well sealed with the dough, to be no gaps. Then I place all my chicken buns on a greased sheet tray. Cover that for about half an hour and then finally give it an egg wash. To make sure that your oven is preheating at this time, into a 400-degree oven they go, 25 to 30 minutes until they are golden brown and smells incredible. Now I have to wait until it's time for Iftar. Follow me for delicious Sri Lankan savory snack recommendations like this and more.